What is up, militia? And we're back with another YouTube video. No, it's been a while, but it's good to be back. I've been getting some work done down here. A few buildings have collapsed due to the poor detail, but I've been building new buildings and working on some new designs. Along with that, also, we're working on some new styles of videos, and yeah, just all in all, some pretty cool ideas. So, further ado, let's have 10 seconds silence for those who have fallen, and then we can get into the video. Okay, so here is the plan we have. So we've been building some buildings. As you can see, we have, of course, our lab that we're working on, and it collapsed due to the middle part. As I said it in one of the other videos. I think this middle part is very unsturdy, and sure enough, it collapsed. So to rebuild it, we've not only had newer wood, but we also installed an extra beam with a lot more height and thing. I mean, it's like a 6-foot tall building. So, but with more height comes more resources needed. So I've only reached about half until now we're out of resources again. So a more resource-friendly house, if you want to call it a house even, is these little cave things. Now, they're really cool, and I like this design a lot. I mean, in Minecraft, like, I'll build these types of houses. I like the cave houses. They're really cool to me. Especially near the creek. It's a really cool idea. You got a nice view from here. The park is going to be all green again soon enough. There's going to be so much green around this area. As you can hear, already a lot more birds is coming back. Of using the earth by building these cave houses, it's less materials, and it's also sturdy enough. We're using a bit of physics. It's geoengineering, I think. And we're using basically the earth as part of our build, and I really like the idea. As you see, these houses right here, they aren't square, they are triangle, but they are a very good balance in the ground, because the end of it is perfectly where it needs to be. So this whole entire thing, because it can open and close practically these triangles. I didn't make it that it's like completely closed. They can open and close still, so they just keep expanding until they have a flat enough ground that they'll stop. And using the resistance at the top point, once they reach your ground that is, not a big slope, they stop. There's not going to be that much weight. I mean, that house is probably like 300 pounds. But before you say, that's kind of a lot of weight, not really, judging by how most humans are about 200 and some change, and they do not sink the ground. Anyway, because of the lack of resources today, we are going to work more on our restoration project. We lost both beaver dams due to the storm, so now we gotta learn, how to work around it better. We're going to plant more ferns on the edges of the creek, and even on parts of the creek where there's a lot of dirt. We're going to be planting ferns, and we should have more of this. I found out the name of it. It's called Yellow Archangel. They are not native to here, actually. They're native to Asia and Europe, so it's another thing like shisho, but it is a popular ground coverage. Gardeners use this as a ground coverage, so we're going to continue to use it. This is pretty easy to control, so it's not like bamboo that's really tough to control. No, this is pretty easy to control. So the yellow archangels, mint, and ferns are going to be our 3 number 1 plants. And then there's a few weeds and stuff around here that are also, taking up a good chunk of space. That's not a big problem. We're going to try to work a bit more on that. Maybe we can get it done if we have enough resources. And yeah, so these are our plans, and yeah, honestly, can't wait for it. So anyway, it's a pretty cool house, honestly. Without further ado, I think the video comes to an end. It's good to be back here. I hope you liked the little cinematic intro. I might do a lot more of those. I wanted to start doing a bit more cinematic videos and just make stuff, look nicer. Also, big thanks to everyone subscribing to the Mr.Creekyt multiverse and viewing the videos. We reach 72 subscribers. So big thing to me, and I really thank y'all and appreciate y'all for that. We're going to continue to work more on those videos, and we're starting to code with an app called Thunkable. It is, a coding app that you can make actual apps with. I was using like code.org, and it's, good for beginners, but definitely you cannot make any apps for the App Store and the Google Play Store. So, but with Thunkable you can, and so that's the one I'm using. This video is not sponsored by it, just kind of giving it free advertisement basically. Anyway, yeah, that's the app I'm using, and I'm gonna be making a few apps coming out. I'm gonna keep it a bit secretive right now, but the more I develop it, the more we'll give more details on what it's gonna be. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and I cannot wait to get some stuff done. Bye all, have a good day, and stay safe.